The novel Ulysses by James Joyce has a reputation for being a challenging read. A modernist blend of poetry and prose, the book chronicles one day in the life of protagonist Leopold Bloom in Dublin in 1904. Well, to celebrate Ulysses being published 100 years ago, an arts organisation in Washington, D.C. has commissioned a dance troupe to develop their own interpretation, the Liz Roche Company in Dublin. The BBC sat down with Liz Roche to find out how the book translates to the stage.
I wanted to make something new. I wanted to look at what it meant now, today. So definitely not to make it an adaptation of Ulysses. I'm Liz Roche and I'm a choreographer working in Dublin, Ireland. We have been commissioned by Solas Nua in Washington to create a new work called Yes and Yes that marks the 100-year anniversary of James Joyce's Ulysses. If I said to, colleagues or friends like, oh, I'm a little bit worried. And you have Julia here. Because I was just firing through ideas and anything I didn't like, because somebody told me with the book, if you don't like something or if you get lost, just skip ahead. So I was like, I'm going to do that then when I'm making the piece. So anything I didn't like that much, I just skipped ahead or threw out.
It's 4:20. Oh.
It was almost as if anything was going to stay in the piece, it had to fight to be there. I'm always quite amazed by the energy in Ulysses and how it feels very modern, like it just feels completely of the now. Yeah, I suppose just this level of experimentation is something that we deal with in contemporary dance all the time. Like, contemporary dance is about making something new. There's a kind of a feeling of abandon in Ulysses, and somehow that is infectious, I think. I certainly felt while I was reading it that, I can say what I like. There's so many possibilities, there's so many things that you could see in the writing, and lots of people talk about, it's so different for everybody and nobody owns one interpretation of it. So actually it's quite a nice place to be in. I think a lot of the time I deal in this a little bit unclear space, or grey space. Things aren't so black and white. That's how I live my life, and that's kind of how I feel life really is. And I try and reflect that in the work, that there aren't really clear answers. And, it's complicated. It's like art is more of a question. It's not really interesting if it's always an answer.
A graceful way to end the programme. That piece produced by Bill McKenna. I'm Jane O'Brien. Thank you for watching World News America and have a great weekend.